YouTube, what the cult of pleasure craps is going on? I don't know what the cult of pleasure craps are, but sounds like some kind of bug that you get whenever you're visiting the realms of the Dark Elves and eat some street tacos or something. But in any case, we're gonna keep things moving with Morathi and her... Man, her realm just looks awful. Let's be honest. I mean, if you lived in a place and this was the way it turned out, I mean, you can't be happy with the way things are being run. But yeah, whatever. At least they don't have like stringent controls on the clothing you can wear, because obviously these people don't wear any. Oh man, alright, I'll try and hold off on some of the Morathi digs here, but let's repair the mirror pool. We were able to defend it as expected.
Enchanting beauty.
Enchanting beauty. Well, just aren't we big on ourselves there, Morathi? Aren't we big on ourselves? No, no, no. Alright. Building panel. There we go. Thank you. Well, I'll tell you what. I'd like to get... So this is forces within the sphere of influence. Wow. 20% more income? Good grief. Wow. That's incredible. Unit experience and black art growth +1. That is pretty cool. We probably need this black art growth so that we can get it to be able to recruit higher tier units. So we'll go ahead and spend the money on that. I think that we're probably good for this turn. We've stopped most of our enemies. Let's end it. The lizard men are about to be finished. They've got that one settlement over there at Grey Rock Point, which is under siege. Don't expect that that will last too much longer. Whoa! Hello! Where'd you all come from? We got a lot of elves knocking on our door over there. Let's
What is
go
it?
destroy them. Peace treaty, you say? Gosh, it would be nice not to fight with these guys, but they're so weak. I just can't bring myself to give them a peace treaty. They've got way too many provinces as well. Guess what I get for letting them run rampant at that point.
I am gone. The waves call.
Let's get her in here to scout Morathi. Get Morathi back over here for just a minute. This army here... Did we lose? Okay, we lost a couple of cavalry. But we have got to get down here in a big hurry. Those cavalry were pretty weak anyway. Really need to recruit some better infantry, to be honest. Takes 2 turns to get the blackguard. That is really what I want, but it takes too long. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's move up. What can we recruit from over here? Shades?
The very air is tainted.
I wonder how long they take to recruit. I can't remember. Let's just push on through to this province so we can get closer to these elves, and I'll do some recruiting. Oh, I was in a force march. Crap. Well, we're not going to do any recruiting, so how about that? How about that? Okay, Morathi can sit tight. Some of these other armies are kind of just sitting tight for the moment. Let's just, alright. Sweet. Lizard men are dead. So that takes them off the board. Well, the last defenders are now the ones trying to get to progress, but whatever. Still got clan wars. Lothern's not, I mean, they're ahead of us, but they're not like terribly far ahead of us. So let's start moving the black arc over here. And let's try and get closer so we can support in the fight against these forces of Tiranoc, which is a considerable host. Yeah, quite a few. Quite a few indeed. Dread Spears, Dark Shards, Black Arc Corsairs. Whoa, +10 armor for Shades? Heck yeah. Don't mind if I do. Jeez, that'll give my Shades like 70 armor. Holy cow. That's gonna make them so effective. That's gonna be great, folks. Absolutely fantastic. We are indeed excited about that. Looks like my ally's gonna go settle Grey Rock Point. Okay, let's see what we can do here. So the new lizardmen have started. We gotta keep our distance here. There are a lot of elves.
What? I admire your...
We don't want to be too slow to reinforce, but... Shades with dual weapons, probably. Yeah, let's get the Shades with dual weapons, because we can recruit them during this turn while we're waiting anyway.
Vicious dread.
And I'm gonna kind of move up.
Anchors away.
Oh wow, I didn't mean to pick up that treasure on the way, but sure.
Black heart.
There, we want to get within bombardment range. So that'll be our goal. Morathi.
Corruption is...
What's going on, Morathi? It's new in your world.
Phoenix Queen.
Thinking about swapping out these bleak swords for some corsairs.
Morathi.
But let's take a look at something just real quick. Yeah, okay, so this helps Black Art Corsairs as well. Night Lord, Slaughter Lord. I don't know, like super buffed up Executioners and Blackguard would be pretty sweet. Let's see, that would take 3-5 out of that, so that puts us up to 36, but there's certain... we definitely want Arcane Conduit for Morathi. And this Enchanting Beauty would be quite nice. So yeah, we're not going to be able to put any more points in these lines down here, unfortunately. Yeah, is what it is. Where are we at here? Chotek's Causeway. Those jerks took my settlement. Bunch of jerks. There were spices there for trade, too. That action does not have my consent, by the way. This may not be the Karl Franz campaign, but I can still choose to withhold my consent. Alright. Let's see what we called for. So I'm going to wait and build better buildings. We're making decent money, actually, considering
Phoenix Queen.
the fair amount of troops we have here. Those Chaos Rebels are rising up again. The Chaos will rise again. Alright, the High Elves are going to attack me. They have vastly superior artillery. They've got superior cavalry, especially because of the silver helm there. My infantry is better. They have more heroes. I don't know if we can win this or not. Our dark shards, there's only 2 of them. Let's just see what we can do. Let's fight the battle, see what we can do. If we don't win, we just need to at least make these guys pay. Oh, it's a walled settlement. I didn't realize that either. That might be able to play to our advantage. I'll just have to kind of think about the defense here and how we want to go about it. I wish I had more dark shards. With more dark shards, I'd be feeling pretty confident about our chances to shut this down. They've got their Lothern Sea Guard manning battering rams, of all things. They could climb the walls. They got all their cavalry over here, those eagles. The eagles can't capture the town center.
Bolt throwers.
Let's put our bolt thrower way back here on the back wall. It's not going to be easy to use from here anyway. I mean, the eagles are positioned over here. It'd be fun to try and shoot them down. They're going to get reinforcements coming. Their reinforcements are where their artillery is going to be at. I don't know, let me just think about this for a minute. Yeah, just put this back here for now.
Dark Rider crossbows.
Okay.
Dark Riders.
I don't think we can deploy behind these guys. That'd be cool if there's like a little hidey hole for forward deploy units in the settlement. But alas, there is not. I suppose I can understand that.
Corsair handbows.
These Blackheart Corsairs with hand bows don't have very good range.
Nagorothi.
Nevertheless.
We are ready. Dark shards.
I like that position. Let's wait.
Dealers in
Let's
death.
get our dark shards up here. Sorry I'm being so indecisive. Just not exactly sure how I want to play this out. Let's put some witch elves up here.
We are ready.
Want to man as many of these towers as we can so we can get damage going from the towers.
Corsairs. Dark elves.
Brides of Cain.
Corsairs. Nagorothi.
Got a nasty little welcoming party there.
Dark Riders.
Put our Dark Riders back here. Got one more Corsair. Let's man this tower here. Okay, so we got a lot of towers, man. We can defend against the battering rams. Let's see what happens. Okay, there comes the reinforcements. Like I said, I don't know that we can win this, but with the towers manned, we can at least be dishing out more damage. Ooh, and those Reaper or Eagle Claw bolt throwers get in range, though. I've got to back down with my infantry because they'll just sit there and shred my infantry. Yeah, they're almost in range too, so unfortunately I'm just gonna have to back down off this. That'll be suicide for that unit.
Onward. Carnage
Okay,
awaits.
back down.
Dark shards.
Dark shards should be open fire momentarily. Good, good. Just let these guys have it. Give them everything you can give them. I might actually bring this witch elf up here. Try and make these units go crazy.
Forward. Dealers in death.
Okay, those eagle claws are gonna move up. That's gonna be unfortunate.
Cold-blooded killers.
Okay, here we go. Let's do it.
Cold-blooded killers.
Get their lord. Death Hag, get on the lore master. Hand bows, get this guy. Ooh, that's not good. Take that guy out. Witch elves, get up here. Okay, we're wrecking a bunch of their cavalry.
Dark elves.
Get some help against this lord. Oh my Phoenix. I didn't even notice these guys. Yeah, we're totally not going to win this. Ooh, that actually was a nasty Shim's Burning Gaze. Let's kind of get down here because these Phoenixes look like they want to dive in on me. Okay, we got all kinds of birdies coming down.
Death is coming.
Take down that lore master. Got more ladders coming up. Okay, dark shards are doing good damage over here. Let's let it happen. Let's bring these witch elves over here.
Bolt throwers. Blood for Cain.
Do what we can. Definitely, yeah, we've already lost our Death Hag. There's no way in Hades we're gonna pull this one off, but we can kill as many of these elves as dark elvenly possible. Just focus on some of these great eagles. Yeah, we are losing something fierce.
Dark Riders!
And we have no answer to Phoenix. Yeah. We're just gonna die.
On to slaughter! Dark Elves!
These Phoenix are gonna rip us a new one.
Merciless warriors!
Yeah, just do the damage. Do what damage you can do. We do have this one Phoenix pinned down here. What little good it'll do us.
Bolt throwers! Slay them! As you say,
See if we can take down this lore master here.
glorious destruction!
There we go.
No mercy!
So we'll just cause whatever damage we can cause at this point. We'll be the spoiler. We've done some damage, but we are going to get all kinds of overrun. Way too many elf heroes. I'm not sure how many of them we actually killed either, but
Dark Elves! Back
this will at least leave them nice and soft for a counterattack. This one Phoenix was actually doing surprisingly bad versus my Dark Riders. Let's see if we can kill this unit.
bloody murder! Carnage awaits! For the
Kill it.
king! Moving out!
I really want this lore master completely gone. Come on, come on, come on, move up.
True king, forward! On to slaughter!
We're gonna get hit by Lothern Seaguard. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him fast before he die. Ah, you freaking
Understood!
losers. Can't do anything right.
As you say!
Wow, we're actually killing this Phoenix over here. That'd be good if that lasted. Yeah, we lost our Dark Riders over there, no big surprise. I think we're about to chain route.
Understood!
So you can put some hits on that Phoenix.
Dark Riders!
Yeah, we're gonna get scared out by the Eagles. Oh, these guys were actually gonna win their fight. That's frustrating. And that Lore Master is gonna survive, if only. Alright, whatever. I felt like we still did a pretty fair amount of damage there, but unfortunately it's not gonna mean a whole lot. They'll get to recover most of those troops, and at least it was a moral victory. Kind of. Maybe. We probably could have handled this first army, but yeah. I didn't notice all the Phoenixes because I didn't scroll down, so yeah. I think the auto-resolve was treating me better than I really deserved. Oh, I forgot to use my bombardments. Holy stupid. Yep, leave it to me. Really? I can't retreat? Why can't I retreat? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but that kind of sucks. I just lost my black card because I had no option to retreat. Was it because I was in Force March? Was I in like a Force March stance? I totally didn't catch that. That's pretty irritating. Well, it stinks, man. We'll get Admiral Akbar to Trap Part 2 soon enough. That is frustrating.
What is it?
Leave me alone. Do I look like I want to talk to you? Yeah, these idiot Chaos Rebels have come back up to strength. They can't take Bleakhold Fortress, but they keep sieging it because they're just a nuisance pest. That kept me from getting my recruitment too. How terribly convenient for these high elves. Try and attack these guys. They'll probably get to combine their forces here, which I can't say I'm terribly excited about, but we have a better chance with this army than we did the other, and we're gonna have to do something to stop these guys from moving in on our lands. This is a joke right here, and honestly not a very funny one that I'm gonna be forced. Like, I mean, really? What is this army gonna do to me?
Slaughter calls us.
What a joke. What is that auto-resolve? What Chaos army do you see here that's gonna defeat what I have? Because I don't see it. I don't see it. Here we go. We fought this battle before, basically, too. Guard in the center. I'm going to surround the Black Guard with Corsair handbows. These guys are defensive. Use our Dark Shards to cut down chariots and other units. Death Hag. Get in the middle of the Black Guard where you can be safe. Harpies, we can use these to block chariot charges. And tie down cavalry. Okay. Let's fast forward. Get in here. Just a second, just a second. Alright, make a blob. We just want to blob this stuff down and rob their charge. Focus on the chariots. Turn and focus on the chariots. The chariots still managed to pull through all my harpies. Let's get a second round of harpies over here to help bog down the cavalry some more. I can't shoot the chariots very good right now because they're all up on my infantry. Tear down the chariots. Okay, that cavalry didn't get slowed down for very long. The chariot's taking almost no damage. That's conveniently frustrating. Alright, whatever. Alright, back up since we can't seem to do any damage to the chariot or the cavalry. Let's see what we can do to the chariot's trying to bust right through the front of me. We got to take out some of these chaos trolls and chaos spawn. The Black Guard of Nagaron is going to be able to hold pretty good. Let's start out flanking. Start bogging this fight down. Actually, turn and fight right there. I hate these woods, man. I can't see anything in these woods. Alright, we're getting the trolls and the chariot. And let's... Alright, seriously, Chaos Trolls, get the heck out of here. Okay, that should get rid of the trolls. At least temporarily. Turn your attention to the Chaos Spawn. Let's bring those guys down. We're kind of getting broken already over here. Yeah, our Black Guard are getting some pretty heavy attack here, but I've got reinforcements coming from the flanks. The Chaos Knights very, very slowly being defeated, maybe. And I mean very slowly. Let's get these Chaos Spawn. The Black Guard's holding out quite nicely, but they are horrendously outnumbered. Send these guys back in to reinforce that flank. Most of the Chaos Spawn have been pulled apart. These chariots have regrouped. Let's try and take out this other Chaos Spawn over here. If the chariots get stuck on the Black Guard for too long, that should bring them down. Not a ton of Black Guard left, but they've done a pretty marvelous job. And now that we get the Murderous Prowess, it should help. Hey, you guys gonna fire? Like, I actually intend for you to fire. I know. It's a lot to ask. Try and bring down all these cavalry. Golly, man. How many of my infantry does it take to take down a Chaos Knight? We've torn down a fair number of the monsters, but certainly not all of them. Let's fall back a bit with these Dark Shards. Try and get a better position further away from the fight, because our main line is kind of slowly getting gutted. Just kill that single Chaos Spawn. Thank you. Oh, great. Now I got a freaking troll coming after me. Okay, I was trying to run away, but this stupid Chaos Chariot won't get off me. Let's see if we can get a shot or two on it, it should rout. Take a shot! The woods are protecting the chaos from my crossbows a little bit too. Okay. Let's start putting a lot of shots into this infantry blob here. Still got a few troops. Death Hag is not in a good place. Oh great, we just lost our infantry in the center. And the Chaos Knights are still fighting. I guess it's not entirely surprising. Those guys have absurd armor. Okay, you're gonna have to split up. Pull these guys in multiple directions and try and skirmish them down.
Eager for battle. Going. Cold-blooded killers. Dark shards. Going. Massacre them. We are ready. Battle ready. Slay them.
Yeah, I don't want you to turn around and run towards them and fire. I just want you to turn around and fire. Well, I thought we should have won this easily, considering what we were facing, but I guess the woods ended up giving too much cover here. So I'm sick of fighting this. This is a waste. Yeah, I think we would have done better on the open ground. Just should have come out on the open ground when my crossbows could have done more damage, because if you look at the extensive kills their cavalry got, even though it was bogged down, I mean, Chaos Knights can fight in prolonged combat because of their melee defense and their armor. Let's turn back around. Actually, when I end the turn, those Chaos guys are probably going to just raise the settlement regardless because it doesn't have enough defenses. So it's just going to have to, yeah, they may take it. I don't know a whole lot else I can do to that one for a moment. Hag Sorceress, Smear Tool, Hexadol. So let me look at all the different buildings that we can potentially build. Dark Tower of Sorcery. I don't think we have any trade goods we're not taking advantage of. Let's build up these ports. That's a little extra money. Iron Peaks. Let's build this all the way up to, might as well. Okay, alright, let's end the turn. So, not a great start by me here. What can I say? I'm just going to give the AI a handicap here to make him feel better. These two armies from Tiranoc definitely caught me off guard. Here they're going to fight me. Let's see if we can win. They match me for artillery, which is not good. Not good, but we could try and forward deploy some Dark Riders to see if we can be patient and get in behind the artillery. They attacked me as well, which should benefit me. We're certainly not going to fight in the woods again. I think we learned our lesson there. If we want this artillery to be of use to us, we're going to have to fight over here. I mean, the woods could give us cover from the enemy artillery, I suppose, but really, I mean, all my missile units need to be out in the open to be of best value. So I'm going to start kind of back over here.
The merciless host.
Put these guys here.
Black-hearted lord. Dark Riders.
Okay. Good forward deploy there. Wish there was woods to give us cover immediately. We can forward deploy and then jump into the woods and try and get in behind the enemy artillery.
Advancing. Forward.
There, that should get us some cover. The AI is going to try and group up their forces all together. That's fine. That'll give me time to get a good position.
Bolt throwers. Carnage awaits. Forward. We understand. Advance, Druki. destruction. Carnage awaits.
We can get these shades out here. Because they won't be able to see the shades. I need to get all set up, ready to fire. Gonna start walking this way until we get a good eye on. Okay, we can see some of their artillery here. These guys are still hidden, so let's just kind of take it easy. We don't want to get spotted.
Moving out. We are ready. Advance, Druki. Dreadlord.
Okay, there we go. Just wait, because the AI has to attack me. Oh, I don't want my cavalry spotted. Back up. Just stay nice. And keep a distance. Yes, a lot of Phoenix units. We can still potentially win this. I mean, in melee, we're going to be far superior to our enemy. And we can cause damage from range as well. You ever gonna march up here, AI? Just wondering. Okay, they're marching their artillery forward under cover of other units, so we'll just kind of slowly move in behind them. I said slowly, as in I want you to walk. Okay, our Dark Riders are still hidden. Let's actually... Let's move them around through the forest so we can get closer. Okay. Just gonna have to fall back behind these guys so that their artillery don't just stop and fire me that way. Might be able to get some shots off on their Phoenix if they fly them forward first. Ooh, easy, easy, easy. Keep your distance, keep your distance. Yeah, we don't want to expose the hidden cavalry yet. Assuming they'll start flying forward quite a bit faster once they come within my artillery range. But I'd be happy if they want to just take the long, slow march forward. Open fire, please. Okay, bolt throwers. Yeah, good damage. I'm not going to waste too much time on that eagle. I'm actually going to turn my attention to their Lothern Sea Guards. Wow. Yeah, okay, they're targeting my infantry. I thought that was their archers for a minute. Okay, we're going to move forward. Their eagles are under fire from all my shades. Focus down the real threats here. Don't worry about their infantry. Bring down the birds. So I'm going to push my spearmen up to help out just a little bit, and it's time to move my lords forward. Let's hit play. Okay. Okay, we are doing pretty good with all these archers. We got some silver helms inbound on us. Get some shots, guys, get some shots. Yeah, tear down those silver helms. Get on the seagull. Okay, get the next sea guard. Get into the next bolt thrower. next bolt thrower because they're turning around. Gotta take their bolt throwers out of commission. Okay, get on this Phoenix. Right here's your target. Okay, I think we've successfully mostly rid ourselves of the bolt throwers here. Kill as many of them as you can. Silver helms are not going to be easy to deal with. Shades, start turning your fire in here. Yeah, keep letting the archers have it. We can do it. Death Hag. Just keep going after these hero units that are landing. We've got to use the bolt throwers to continue to tear down ranged units. Perfect. Okay. Our cavalry has done very well here. Let's keep taking out these eagle claws. Get the slaughtered sea guard. Chase down that silver helm. Okay, we're getting a route over here. Our shades have held up very well in combat because of all the buffs that they were given. Replenish our Death Hag. Shoot this guy while he's running off. Okay, cavalry have done marvelously. Alright. Not a great fight because we took so much damage, but it's a fight we won. So we're not going to lose that army. We're going to walk away. I think we should walk away with all our units here. So that'll put us in a strong position because the High Elves have lost a great deal. And we should be able to get some replenishment and quite a few slaves off of it. But we have issues. We're going to need Morathi to head up and help deal with some of these High Elves. Because we've still got the Chaos Rebels here as well. What in the world are you all doing? Coming to help against my enemies? That'd be nice. I'm thinking these Chaos Rebels will take the settlement and raise it at the end of the turn. Not much I can do about that because I lost to them. No, they didn't. It's rather surprising.
Dreadlord of Nagaro. Striking out.
Okay, we should replenish quickly. Let's see if we get this Lord. He's got Raid Leader, loose. So, missile damage for Dark Shards, Reapers, Bleak Swords, Dread Spears. Extra range, speed, and armor. Ooh, that'd be good. That'd be real good. Let's work towards that. So we'll just keep making our shades even more ridiculous. Let's give her fervor. More weapon damage should be good. And then we'll give her the tenacity stuff. Morathi, I need your services.
Yes.
So let's put Morathi
Hoist the sails.
under sail. And we need to get up here to Arnheim. Let's sail up through our land and try and land and go that way, I think. But yeah, we're going to need some help. Let's take a look at the overall building situation here. Is there anything... Ooh, man, I mean, that is a sweet building. Public order +5. Recruitment capacity and rank goes up. What's our defense look like here? We've already got pretty solid defense there. Let's upgrade here. upgrade some of the defenses in these smaller chain settlements with the money we've got. That'll give us a little more income. Okay. Let's see if we can clean things up a little bit on this episode, because it seems like things have just gotten messier rather than better. Kind of got suddenly counterattacked by several forces. Ah, look, my allies actually came and helped me. What do you know about that? Thanks. That might be a first time in Total War history. I mean, that's honestly pretty impressive. Don't know what to say. I don't even know what to say about that. That's pretty incredible. All right, let's see. Let's get some more shades with dual weapons. Just gonna come out with anti-infantry on them, so those are gonna be more useful. The shades in this army are gonna be ridiculously powerful.
I am the first sorceress.
Let's see.
Underway.
Futile.
Hoping these guys are moving in, definitely looking to put a siege on these guys and probably take that settlement for themselves.
You shall speak and I shall
Sweet,
listen.
they want to confederate.
Then we shall see.
Let's join it and then we'll disband their armies to give ourselves more income. They are a trade partner with me though, and it's a decent amount of trade income, but we should have their settlements. And that'll make us considerably more powerful to join with them.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
We can ditch, unless there's any... Ooh, there's a blackguard here.
Lord of the Black Court.
I'd like to have that blackguard, but I can recruit my own now too. Cold One chariots. Ooh, there are some cool units, but we can get our own. So let's just disband everything here.
Lord of the Black Court.
Whispers of disobedience.
I want to replace the Lord. I want to disband him.
I will.
Get out of there.
Death hag ready.
Okay, so we
Not
got another
now.
death hag here.
Hag sorceress of Grot.
This fire sorceress. We got like all these
The waves
different
fall.
agents now.
Setting out. Favored of the Witch King. Cruel Dreadlord.
Okay, there we go. Got some chaos rebellions going on. Let's check out. Let's see what we can get here.
Lord of the Black Court.
Okay, that guy I still want to be here. These are just characters.
Hag of Cain. Go on. Dark Waters. Sister of the Dark Convent. You bore me.
Let's send this fire sorceress down here to this other force. Let's send her.
Lord of Fear.
Have him join up with that guy. That guy's got really good loyalty, considering I haven't done anything to make him loyal.
I am Morathi, mother of the Druid.
Okay, so we've confederated. Let's check out our different settlements. Okay, this AI is doubled up on a building we don't need here. And we definitely need to build this up so we can continue to build defenses. Let's take a look at some of their structures. I don't need this here, that's a waste. We can put defenses in there instead. And we should probably rebuild Grey Rock Point. That one's mine, that one's mine. Settlers Coast is mine, Ashen Coast. This stuff is looking pretty worthless, and it's in a very bad spot to settle. So, yeah, I mean, there's just going to be constant rebellions up here. So I'll probably just let it go, to be honest. Black Coast, okay. So we're actually losing a bit more money because of the trade we gave up versus what we gained from them. It's not entirely surprising. If any of these idiots would trade with me, holy cow, that would give me a lot of money. What a non-aggression pact. Does that make you happy? No. Listen, Malekith, son, it's time to listen to your mother, okay? It's time to listen. I don't have anything to pay them off with right now, but if we can get them to listen to me, we can make a lot of money. Ooh, here we go. There's our trade agreement.
Very well.
That'll make up some of the money.
As you say.
That will certainly make up some of the money. We'll take it. Yeah, that pretty much did the trick, actually. If we can get trade opened up with Nagaron, we'll make a fortune. So we actually have public orders quite good here. Come from slaves. Get the slave market. Okay, alright. Let's end the turn. We need to get some solid infantry into some of our armies. Would be very helpful. But you can see that even when my shades end up in melee, they do very, very well.
Malevolent Lord.
Malevolent Lord.
Death.
It's time for these shades to lay some shade down on these guys. We definitely hold the ranged advantage here, so we should be able to force them at us.
Death.
And then our shades can have their way with them. They do have a lot of archers, but if we can keep their origin unknown, what is that? Construct the Sanctum of Quintex in the ancient city. Okay, well that's cool. Just got ourselves a... Oh, I've seen this map before. This is on a... This map is part of a quest battle. Ooh, our enemies are going to come in. Only downside of this is they're going to get a lot of cover from the woods, but we could bottle them up. And all these guys are Vanguard deploy, so we can be right in their face. Right up in their face. Okay, that should help us put a pretty solid slaughter. And then let's do this down here. Okay, we're gonna start the battle. Let's take these guys up front of the bolt throwers and let's go up here in the woods. Open fire. Let them have it, boys. I'd rather get my shades into melee with some of their archers rather than shooting it out with them. Because if I get their guys in melee, my shades will make very short work of them. Even their vaunted Lothern Sea Guard. They're eagles. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get overwhelmed on this flank. That's not good. That's a Lothern Sea Guard too, so charging that at this point, let's actually just come down here. My shades will definitely have their work cut out for them up here, but it is doable. Let's get in over here. Alright, shades. Fight! Fight like you've never fought before, but you have because you're shades. Alright, we should be... Let's get back here and start pinning some of these archers, actually. We've already got one unit back here, but let's take another one all the way in. Okay, the Phoenix tied down. We're going to lose over here. These shades with dual weapons. Going to get overwhelmed, but our shades with great swords. Let's get a rear charge on these spearmen. These Lothern Sea Guard are going to break apart leadership back here is actually quite poor. Ooh, that might be my undoing, actually. I'm not sure if my shades can hold together their leadership. Break those sea guard.
Bolt throwers.
Okay, we're working on the sea guard. Okay, shades. Let's get back here into combat. All right, the sea guard's about to crumble. This is good news. Yeah, I wish I could see anything in these woods. Some of you turn around and kill that. Okay, we're kind of breaking through some more of this here. Get that thing. I don't want it rear charging. Okay, we just busted up their front line a little more. Let's throw in some reinforcements. This noble is actually falling to my shades with great swords, no surprise. Get into those sea guards. Death Hag, get up here. Pin down that lord. Definitely don't want to be 2-on-1 here. That cavalry just like completely bypassed us to come up here after our shades. Alright, we got a Death Hag up here. She can kind of reinforce morale. That'll help. Get into those silver helms. I know it's not an ideal target for you, but let's bring a couple of our shades to reinforce this other flank, because we've got quite a few piled up on this flank already. Alright, Death Hag. Keep my shades leadership up here. How's my Dreadlord doing? My Dreadlord's got a potion, so we can use that to his advantage. Let's finish off these sea guards. Got their lord pinned down. Okay. Get over here around to the flank. Okay, get in here. Push in. Alright, Death Hag is doing brilliantly. Alright, we've got all these Lothern Sea Guards with shields pinned up. And my shades should be able to easily best them in melee because I have anti-infantry. Keep pushing in. Yeah, push all the way in. Alright, sweet. We just routed all of their units off the back of the map there. So we had them pinned up. So, again, an ugly victory, but a victory. Quite sound, actually. Chase these guys down. Dreadlord.
Destroy! Battle ready, without question.
See if we can hit this guy. This guy's under a lot of fire. Looks like that other round was better. No, actually, those are doing pretty good when we hit him. I got their lord being chased down. We're chasing down that lore master. The high mage is almost dead. Let's take the Dreadlord ahead and try and get the high mage. You can fire whilst moving, right? Yep.
Advancing. Move. We are ready.
Get him. Alright, cease fire because you're going to just hit my own cavalry.
Marching.
Okay, that guy's dead. Let's go over here. Actually, we need the help here first because these cavalry can keep up with the princess. Lore Master's almost gone. Let's just shoot this Lore Master with our Dreadlord. I just want to make sure we clean these guys up as much as possible. Getting rid of these heroes will mean that they can't replenish or be a part of the next fight, which should significantly reduce their chances of success. And basically from this fight, they're just going to get away with a whole bunch of archers. But pinning those archers up in the woods was costly, but I think it was worth it in the end, because if I let them out into the open, that's where they can do the damage to my shades.
For the king.
Get him, Dreadlord.
Onward. I live for murder.
Let's watch the execution. Executed.
Dreadlord.
Okay, there's another
Red spears.
execution to be had over here.
Die, weaklings.
Ooh, I figured that first shot would have killed him, but it didn't. Oh, missed.
Eager for battle.
Oh, there it was. Alright,
Blood dread.
another high elf executed. So my Dreadlord got to execute a couple of their leaders there. I think he got the 2 lore masters and the high mage. The princess appears to have gotten away just barely. Wow, those shades with great swords. They're in the center of that fight, got some enormous kills. That was pretty awesome. The high elves are going to be pushed back with some pretty severe losses.
Hag sorceress.
Can start moving Morathi up here too. She is in force march. Let's take her into a standard stance. Push up. And we should be able to pin these guys down. Let's just encircle the settlement. Perfect. We'll take our settlement back. Should be able to complete the province at that point. We've got good defenses. The ancient city. Let's see about upgrading all the way to here. That one will help with the public order issues. Or actually, I don't know, that's a lot of money, and we have a lot of different places that need some help right now. This place is going to need defenses. And it looks like we could build some trade stuff there too. I don't need a dark sorceress. That building adds public order, so it makes sense. What was that trade good? Was it just the wine? Yeah, we already have it. Okay, never mind, we're good. Let's see, this could help here too if we bring in extra slaves. Isthmus. Nothing I'm worried about here. The trade goods, we did just open that trade route, so that'll help. Ashen Coast. Yeah, we'll probably get attacked by these Chaos Rebels, and I'm still not even sure that that garrison would be... I'm not even sure it makes sense to spend any money on the Ashen Coast, because we don't really want it in the end. Okay. Still got all the moves lined up.
Death to the weak.
Okay, let's end the turn.
Sorceress of Nagaroth.
We've got all these extra agents. We need to get them split up into armies so they can be useful. Yeah, it looks like I am out of time for this episode, so I just want to finish cleaning up Arnheim, get our settlement back, at least leave things the way they were when I started this mess, except that we have actually gained a lot of territory on this one because we confederated. We opened the new trade route, so overall it was a definite progress there. Ooh, there was a confederation with the elves too, though. Okay, I got it. Alright, so the elves confederated.
No mercy.
Some of them are trying to run away from me, and they'll probably succeed for a moment.
Hag sorceress. Trim the sails.
For the Witch King. We will make them bleed.
Okay. So that's going to be the end of their occupation of Arnheim.
I waited long enough.
Gonna loot and occupy,
I am the first sorceress.
because
You presume
when you're a
to
dark
mock.
elf, you gotta loot.
Ambition makes haste.
And that is gonna be it for this episode, folks. Think we're in pretty good shape. Let's take this Ravager rewards, which will help any of our shades that get above level 7. We are not quite there yet, but we've got several of them right on the cusp, so that'll be
Incarnate.
worthwhile. Fervor. And I do believe that that is going to be it for this episode. I think on the next episode we're going to finish these guys off, and then we're going to take Val's Anvil from Lothern. And that will actually complete the settlement while we have the opportunity. Need to repair that, and we'll spend the rest of the money next time. HeirofCarthage signing out. Appreciate my awesome sponsor, MSI, and thank you for being here. Hope you enjoy these every day. I will see you soon.